step, then I bring it right back. Step, then I bring it right back.
Hello, hello. How is everyone doing today? How's the beginning of everybody's week? Oh, yes. Chapit, thank you for finally chiming in. You were very slow today. I forgot that I need to wait for that. Hey, Phantom, how's it going? Man, there have been some wild ongoings in the, well, in the gaming scene, but also, like, everywhere else, honestly. Shit's going crazy right now. You're tired? Honestly, relatable. I was extra busy today also, which, you know, has led me to plan to take off, like, the afternoon tomorrow, which I'm kind of excited about, but it is not going to be lazing about, as I can get to later. But I don't know if people have been sort of keeping up on sort of like video game news. It depends how present you are on Twitter and stuff, or if you're playing the particular games. Hey, Sea Weavers. Well, if it is truly Sea Weaver and not his bot lurking about. Yeah, you have mentioned how day drains you. You know, that sucks. Really. I don't there's little I can do to help or offer solace, but I hate being tired, so that sucks. But I don't know if people keep up with Helldivers 2. I don't know if people have been playing Helldivers 2, if they've seen any of the stuff. But man, what a week last week was in the Helldiver 2 space. So for anyone that is not familiar with what I'm talking about, Helldivers 2, huge game, lots of people playing. Helldivers did take a dub. Lots of people playing. It is really good. I enjoy it quite a lot. Hey, Whitney, welcome to you as well. I've been enjoying Helldivers 2 a lot. And it's sort of an interesting bit of nuance that a lot of people have been talking about. So Sony wanted to require the connection of a PlayStation Network account to a Steam account in order to play on PC, notably. So that was something they wanted to do and, in fact, had always planned to have as a requirement. So this is important because a lot of people who have chosen to, you know, suck on Sony's schlong / lick their boots has decided to sort of grab onto as a defense of capitalist bullshit, is that, you know, oh, well, it was always going to be required. However, the first couple months that Helldivers was out did not require it due to network limitations or some sort of server limitation. So it was not immediately required. So lots of people were getting the game. not having to connect it and go, and they were just playing the game, having a good time. So the announcement came out that it was time for that requirement to go into play on May 6th, and the community was not having it. They were not having it. I saw a very amusing Twitter about this that kind of called attention to the fact that Helldivers 2 is a game entirely around community action, where you are a piece to a larger whole. You get your major orders and you move your ass to accomplish the major order task, which is the single worst game to try to, like, do this to as Sony. Like, they had essentially trained a very large number of players to fight for a common goal and then made themselves the villain. And boy, did they take that mission seriously. In the course of 72 hours or so, they got nearly 300,000 negative reviews on Steam, which is a shit ton. Like, in the course of 72 hours, the player base swung it from, like, overwhelmingly positive reviews all the way down to, I think, mostly negative. Like, they just annihilated it with review bombing. And after that, Sony decided to capitulate and say, all right, you know what? We won't do that. We're not going to have to require this. So, big dub to the Helldivers 2 community. I do think it's interesting to talk about some of the discourse that came up about it, because I feel like there was a lot of, I don't know. I wouldn't say disingenuous, because I don't think the people necessarily making these arguments realized that they're not, like, meaningful arguments, or that there's clear circumstances that would indicate, like, why that's shitty. Well, I mean, it was worse than that. I'm, like, being very succinct in my description of this. But so, like, one of the things that a lot of people were commenting about was, like, well, why is it this game that's getting brigaded like this when, everybody's totally fine with, you know, linking their accounts to other things for EA or Ubisoft or Microsoft? And I don't think that's true. I think this was interesting because this one put itself too far out, essentially. They had gotten themselves into a position that caused too much friction while they were trying to boil the frog, as it were. So I think this is a lot similar to loot boxes, right? Everybody hates loot boxes. Loot boxes are bullshit. However, the industry has continued to sort of continue to, like, implement them, and they sort of weathered the storm of people really complaining about this as, like, a monetization method. And so they've kind of won the battle on that. People don't like loot boxes for the most part, but we still ended up with them. I know, lots of things were happening in the news and gaming. So, like, we're starting off hot with, like, the news beat. And it's very similar to Star Wars Battlefront 2. I don't know if you guys remember Star Wars Battlefront 2, but it had egregious loot boxes in it. And so it had gone a step too far, which made it a flashpoint of all of the animosity that had built up around all of the loot boxes. And this is the same way. And so I mostly just wanted to talk, because I'm not going to argue on Twitter, because that's just an effort in futility. So I have you all as a pseudo-captive audience to share my thoughts with, and if nothing else, make you all smarter for it, so we can be better than Twitter losers. But it's disingenuous to argue, oh, well, you're okay with all of the other ones, why this one? And the obvious answer to that is nobody likes the other ones, but they have made it like required from the beginning, so there's no way to get out of it, or they have sort of bamboozled you into it, right, by providing, oh, an extra skin if you do it, you know, if you do the linking, because there are like, they're just stealing your data mostly when they make these account links. Like, they're just getting information out of you. And so nobody likes that shit, but, you know, as a consumer of games, you are most of the time entirely powerless to, like, make a meaningful change to those. This was the special case that went too far. There were too many people who had been playing without it. There were, I think the gambling complaints are legitimate, but wholly secondary. Because people dislike loot boxes, not only because they are a method of gambling, which they are, but because they're also just shitty practices for players. Like, it's not about the gambling necessarily. Gambling is a problem. But people hated loot boxes because they're like, why do I have to keep cramming money into this bullshit machine when I just want to buy a goddamn skin? Like, people don't like loot boxes for many reasons. The gambling issues, as far as, like, legality and preying on people, is one, but, like, also, they're just shitty. But this, and similarly, is, like, the flashpoint of, this was too far, because there were people who had already been playing. They also, I mean, if you want to talk about legality, they had also been selling this game in countries that can't have a PSN account, so they were actually unable to, like, hey, Cold Flame. Why they got away with it in the end? Well, I mean, honestly, it's more likely that the legality stuff is going to be what gets them in the end so that they can't do it anymore, if we're freaking lucky. But with the PSN thing, I think it was a flashpoint, right? Nobody likes having to link all their accounts. This was the one that took a step too far. And so that's why everybody fought it. And what's frustrating is it's not going to fix the underlying issue. All of the games are still going to require the bullshit. Exactly the same way as the loot boxes. The loot boxes are a thing, and there's no way to get around it. You know, they're just there's not a meaningful way to, you know, resolve that issue. That's a monetization method that they continue using. The only possible solution would likely be like legal restrictions around stuff like that. And as Seaweaver suggests, it's unlikely to happen. But that's only one of the crazy ass things that happened. The other one, freaking Microsoft, I don't know if people saw that. Microsoft just, like, laying off and shuttering studios left and right of the smaller studios that they'd bought. Ooh, boy, that's some shit there. That one, I mean, that one is sort of unfortunate. Door just slammed. Pressure change. That one's unfortunate because it's all too common for almost any industry. Like, every tech industry especially, and most corporations that follow a similar sort of structure of, like, the nature of how they make their money versus how their people are involved in their making their money, and, like, the products they make and things like that. They just lay people off left and right to try to make their, daily, practically their daily, revenue look higher because it's like, oh, look, this quarter our costs are way down because, well, we got rid of 10,000 people. And so that one sucks. And that one is particularly egregious, though, because they got rid of, like, some major studios that, like, made Hi-Fi Rush. Like, that was a huge game. It's also kind of a huge insult because Hi-Fi Rush just showed up in the Humble Choice bundle. I don't know if anybody does the Humble Choice bundle. It's a monthly subscription that you get a handful of games, and you pick up all the games. You get, like sort of older games a lot of times that would normally go on sale anyway. You get them for cheap. It's very helpful. But freaking they put Hi-Fi Rush in there, like just as that developer had been shit canned. Man, what a huge, like, insult. But I digress. So as you can see, I had played a little bit of this, literally 36 minutes of it. But I guess I could explain more specifically. So we're playing Blasphemous today, because I hadn't figured out what I wanted to play until yesterday. We're playing Blasphemous. Mostly just because it's been up on the higher end of my lists of games to get back to and try to play. Platformers have been a pretty good time on stream. People seem to be a fan of the platformers, so, here we are. But yeah, gaming news, man. Well, and that is not the only news that has been going wild, to be sure. World events, not so great either. Forge your punishment and nail it deep. Game has such a weird atmosphere. Once again. Hey, no worries, Phantom. You get some rest. On the subject of horror games, as you mentioned, Seaweaver, I realized that I have Callisto Protocol, which I was like, oh, I should get that one on the schedule.
Every pain of the soul of all
that seems like it would be a good time.
Were visibly and tangibly manifested everywhere and in all of us. Sometimes in the form of blessing and grace, sometime in the form of punishment and corruption. That divine will.
Still not sure if this game is actually going to be full screen or if it's going to have the bars on the side once I get to gameplay.
Will never be able to unravel was called the miracle.
Also, there's a Blasphemous 2, which is another good reason to play Blasphemous 1 now, so that I can be prepared and I can play Blasphemous 2. It is not full screen. We still have the black sidebars. Okie doke. Left bumper to consume. Hey, Beethoven. Welcome, welcome. Yep. All right, hold on. Let me tidy up the game window a little bit, since it's not going to be actually full screen. Come on, you. Yeah. Where's the other thing? Okay, where is the other thing? Hold on. I should have a overlay border. Oh, there it is. I seem to have misplaced one of my... Is it? Oh, it's a part of that. Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah. Whoops, that's too far. Where's the edge? We're doing layout stuff. We're doing it live. No, that's not where you live. Get out of there. All right. We've settled in. We've done the thing. Okay. Now what the hell was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying. It's probably unimportant. I think we were just learning to play the game. Oh yeah, so today shenanigans occurred. So we had to we have a friend who I guess had won a bunch of like ribs in a drawing, a raffle or something. I don't know. Bunch of like raw ribs, like uncooked, not prepped, just a big honk of ribs. Which she had somehow managed to have a slight moment of dumb and had put in not a freezer, but rather a walk-in cooler. And realized this, like, she put them there Saturday. Apparently realized this yesterday and was like, aw, shit, those are thaw now. And so she also has no way to, like, cook or prepare that number of ribs. It was like 10 or 12 pounds of ribs. It was a lot of ribs. And so she called us up and was like, please help. And so today, I had to freaking prep like 3 whole racks of ribs after work. I got out of work and I just had to immediately just like lay out a shit ton of ribs, start like trimming all of the bits off of them, and they were like they were partially unbutchered. They were like whole things, so I had to separate like all the bits to get just the like racks of ribs. I had to seize them because we're gonna smoke them tomorrow, but it was just like an emergency meat quest that I had to deal with. Can I pin messages in the YouTube chat? Yes, I can. Yep. Hell yeah, I can. I'm gonna pin that message. That's what I'm gonna do. Press Y to rest at the preview. Game. Hell yeah, I can. What's dodge? That's dodge. As soon as you said, "Can I pin messages?" I knew exactly what you were. I knew what you were thinking, and it's a good idea. So yeah, emergency meat quest came up today, which required me to do a bunch of freaking prep work. Oh, can I? Okay, I can dodge through. Oh, but not totally? I cannot air dodge. Alright, I'm trying to understand the bounds of my dodge. Nope. It's almost like I don't get full iframes. I don't know why that seems to damage me a lot more than I would expect. Yeah, like if I'm right in front of him, dodging does not seem to solve my problem. He was doing really small amounts of damage though, so I guess it didn't matter too much. This game is so weird. Where? Yep, that's a thing you can do. There's a lot of choices that could be made. That's one of them. It's not the choice I would make. But you know, what do I know, I guess. You need key to the chamber of the eldest brother. Oh, average day for you, huh, Phantom? You know,
The anguish of the eldest brother
live your life, I guess.
to an end.
Enjoy your blood hat.
I am Deo Gracias, witness to and narrator of the acts of the grievous miracle.
The grievous miracle.
Such is my penance, as yours is silence.
Oh, well, I talk a lot for my penance being silence, I guess.
The cradle of affliction is what you seek. This can be found in the mother of mothers of the churches. It is a remote place separated from the rest of these lands by a great sacred and forbidden door. Even a wise
I have to click to
penitent
continue.
like
That's
me
the thing I keep
knows
forgetting.
nothing of what lies beyond those high walls.
Everybody's rocking a dunce hat. I don't know why.
What I do know is that, according to the rule, one must
The
carry out
rule?
the 3 humiliations to gain access to the big God.
One must carry out the 3 humiliations.
One of them must
Yep,
be performed
okay.
in the high mountains, covered in thick blankets of snow and ice. Another in the
This
depths of
this game harkens back to a very like particular, I don't know, aspect of medieval like church stuff, like flagellants and all that wild zealotry that's like, what happened here?
And the last one, at the end of the trail, carved by moans that claw their way out of an iron spiral.
You know, that's
The bowels of the bell
that's how I like to carve my trails. Just moans. Yeah, well, and flagellant specifically being like a self-flogging activity, usually. The act of flagellation. Or a flagellant being one who carries out flagellation.
Take this
There's your
thorn,
bizarre
place
name
it
of,
on the handle
bizarre
of the
word of the day if you're so inclined.
If, when the time comes,
Sort of Beethoven. It is definitely in that
you notice
vein
that
of
it
2D
wounds
Dark
you
Souls.
and makes you bleed.
Correct, Cold Flame. Not to be confused with flatulence. Though an argument could be made that if your gas is bad enough, flatulence could be a form of flagellance. Everybody does, Whitney. That's like... Because that's like a real word that normal people use, flatulence. Flagellant and flagellation are not. They are not normal words that normal people use.
Having grown, with more thorns sprouting from it, writhing over the figure of the Father God.
But yeah, flagellation was a form of serving penance that involved flogging oneself or causing one's own, like, misery as a way to gain penance.
Whether for its punishment.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You could be prescribed your flagellation as a form of penance for your flatulence, thus making you a flatulent flagellant. Wait, okay, hold on, I'm pardon laws. I mean, it's not wrong. That is one of those human experiences. I'll check items I have found. Oh, that's not items, that's a map. That's items. Small gift from Dea Gracias, nailed into the effigy of the twisted. Under the guard of your sword, the thorns arisen from the miracle feed on sin and guilt, growing with the burden that its bearer carries. Wait, was that a lore button? There's just... Oh god, there's a whole lore button. Deus Gracias farewell. Brother Abbot, you know that I have been a scribe in this abbey since I was but a wee child. I have written about our church, our saints, and our miracle of the greatest pain. I must inform you that I have made the decision to leave, although I intend to continue writing. In these walls, I cannot be a true witness of the works of the miracle. I need to appreciate with my own eyes our holy works. I will be a teller of the miracle wherever it takes me, rain or shine, or scorching sand under my bare feet. Okay. That gives me very little information. Oh. It's cool, I cannot hit the bird. There we go, now we got parry. Advanced technique. Parry, counterattack, retribution. This maneuver allows you to counter weak attacks and deflect heavy strikes. During a counter, press X. The moment of impact to perform a retribution, increasing the force of the blow and stunning some enemies. I was early. I was late. Well, we certainly haven't gotten to too many of the mechanics, but my main concern, I feel like, is I'm not quite fully grasping the nature of the dodge, because I feel like that boss fight, there were circumstances I felt like I should have been dodging, but I wasn't. In order to use this prayer, open the inventory and equip it. But that... We'll see. I didn't quite understand the nature of, like, where the iframes were, if there were iframes. It seems like there should be. Sometimes I could go through them, but I'd be getting caught by attacks that I'm like, why am I getting caught by this? So we'll see how that goes. Verdialis of the Forsaken Hamlet. A song that filled the air during the festivities of a lost village. Its power finds its way through the floor, continues through walls and ceilings, harming the enemies of the penitent one. The ringing of a laced shell horn used to precede this chant, but now only silence remains. Also, still another lore button. Whether in rain, sun, or wind, may this land blessed be. Whether walking or in deep sleep, may this land blessed be. Whether by day or in obscurity, may this land blessed be. Amen. Equip a prayer. Left trigger to invoke it. Hiya. Alright, cool. Oh, shit. Oops. Come on. You're just gonna let me... Okay, never mind. He's not gonna attack. He gave up on life. Poor dead horse. It's not your fault you were here. Stupid mud monsters. I'm a little confused. There was one of those counterattacks I did earlier that, like, added also, like a lightning bolt, and I'm not quite clear on why that occurred then and not every time. You can do this up to 2 times before in the air. Right trigger and X in the air to ascend after hitting an enemy. Okay. Oh, I cannot attack down. You'll find the Children of Moonlight. You'll find them caged all over Custodia. You can release them with any technique at your disposal. You know what? Oh, that's not the right button. It's this one. Oh, I was early. We're gonna have to get used to that parrying. I don't love parrying. It's not my favorite mechanic. Everybody loves having parry in their game, but I'm just kind of shitty at it. I don't love it. Here we are.
Answer to our plea. The miracle has forsaken us, and my ornate throne turns its back on those who await here.
Okay. Almero. Hey, a map. Yay, a map. What do the symbols mean? Does gray versus... No, those are zones, it looks like. Yep, colors are zones. You've been playing the Crab Souls and it's hard? I was close to going straight to the Crab Souls and streaming that. I decided not to, just because I've been trying to do a little more sort of weaving of the game genres. So like we had done, you know, we did a Metroidvania a bit ago, but then we had our first-person shooter in Resident Evil Village, and then we had Asterigos as our sort of third-person Souls-ish action game. We might not have finished that one, but we still played it. So I was like, rather than going straight to the Crab Souls, I was like, all right, we'll go to Blasphemous. Maybe that's foolish of me. Maybe I should have done the Crab Souls. It's new and a hot topic, but, you know. Here we are. Choices were made. I don't know how long this game is anyway, so, you know, maybe it won't be that long, and we'll get all wrapped up. I know, not Whitney, Beethoven, you've tragically fallen a little bit behind. Kappa's up at 59, I think.
Sorrowful be the heart, penitent one. Welcome to Albero, sanctuary to this humble brotherhood of the Kissers of Wounds.
The Kissers of Wounds. You know, looking in the background, this guy do be kissing wounds.
Few remain here who can still employ it.
Like, their prayer is, you know, and their creed is merely like, we kiss a homie goodnight. Amen. Like, that's how they roll.
There are few of us who still care for the sick and ailing.
All the ailing are our homies, and we kiss our homies goodnight. Amen. That's how they roll.
With devout kisses, we bless the wounds of those who seek our protection. Thus, both we and they remain at the mercy of the...
I mean, this guy looks like he's straight up a mummy already. I think it might be too late for this one.
Time outside these walls passes by strangely. In sundowns, we need not contemplate.
Hey, priestess. Speaking of those with high void orb counts.
But if your penance happens to carry you under set skies, be so kind as to
I
bring us
did
some
actually
ingredients
have
for our ointments.
an additional new idea for the void orbs as well. Based on the conversation I had with Seaweaver, and he was kind of talking about the stream avatars and stuff. I was thinking, I think there might be a way for me to make at least a rudimentary style of stream avatars from Unity in vNyan. Maybe. I don't know if I'll be able to lock it to the like camera, like an overlay, and to get it to... We'll see. I might be able to get it to like be able to be down there kind of like stream avatars, but we'll see. I have some experiments I'll need to do.
Shall show you which ones they are. Time outside these walls passes by strangely. In sundowns we need not contemplate.
Well, see, Weaver, I was not planning to use stream avatars itself because all of my art is done via Unity. I was going to build it into my model running app.
Be so kind as to bring us some ingredients for our
But we'll see.
ointments.
We'll see.
Sorrowful be the heart, penitent.
You know?
full
Okay.
of clemency.
Well, we'll see where we end up. Perhaps I will need you. Welcome in, priestess. Welcome, and, you know, good job finally being here fully. Huh? Well, that's fair, Seaweaver. Could be something similar to that.
Penitent one, you who carry the painful guilt in your cracked hands. Lend it to us and alleviate our burden. Lend it to us and wipe away our tears.
This game's so weird.
Because it is an act of penitence.
And I don't think it would be an act of penitence. I believe it is an act of penance. Oh, Whitney. Beethoven was merely commenting on how many void orbs many of the regulars have been accruing up to. Visit Mea Culpa shrines to increase the power of your sword. You can also spend Tears of Atonement to unlock combat techniques. Visit additional shrines and increase Mea Culpa's strength to access more powerful techniques. Don't mind if I do. What do we have? I have 500. Concentrates the power on the blade, allowing the penitent one to release its full potential in a single but incredibly devastating attack. Takes advantage of the speed of a fall to perform it. Yes. Give me a plunge attack. I demand plunge attacks. How? Okay, I guess I have to fall for longer than I... Not just a downward swing that I can use anytime. Oh, there we go. How did I... How... Hello? How I do that? Okay. 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 All right. Properly timed, I can get it. Ah, you ordered... You know, Bob Evans is one of those restaurants that I almost never have a bad experience at, but I almost always forget it exists. So, like, it's one of those things that I just almost never go to because it is never top of mind. But I've never really had a bad time at one. So, like, no reason not to go to Bob Evans. I just, like, oh, yeah. I'll drive past one. I was like, oh, yeah, those guys. They exist. That's right. Equip rosary beads in your rosary to improve the characteristics of the penitent one. Find additional knots to increase the number of beads you can equip. Oh, you wish you could order Waffle House? I have a Waffle House really close, and I have never eaten at a Waffle House. It's a thing that I have never actually had. Okay, slightly increases defenses. A Waffle House is... It's a place that serves breakfast foods. I don't think I can jump that far. Yeah, Bob Evans, I mean, is... Same brand as, like, Bob Evans sausage that you'll get at, like, a grocery store, assuming they have it in whatever location you happen to be in. And they also serve, like, very, like, home cooking American meals is what Bob Evans does.
In this place, we gather the
So
remains of those
Waffle
who
House
have been forgotten.
is like a cheaper IHOP.
Grant them holy as our
It's
charitable rule is granted.
sort of like an American diner, like breakfast foods, pretty cheap fare. It's notorious for, like, wild stuff. I don't know, like, it's pretty consistently true, too. Waffle House is, like, just known for, like, the craziest shit happening there. Probably because it's open either 24 hours or late, and so you get a lot of drunk weirdos that show up. But, like, there's a good video that runs around of, like, a person who just threw a chair at the Waffle House workers, who just, like, blam, out the way. It's just, like, it's crazy.
Help us,
Waffle House is crazy. You can, I'm sure you can look, if you were to look up
the order
just, like, Waffle House videos, you would find wild shit. I don't know, it's just a thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, I've never actually eaten one. Phalanx of Baranin. What? Oh, it's a collectible. Jesus. They're like, oh yeah, here's prayers and now rosaries and also collectibles, and they're just like, whatever. Oh yeah, and the Waffle House scale. They have like a... It's only half joking about, you know, what stage of open and service they would be in based on, like, how bad things are for whatever disaster, if I remember correctly. I believe that's what that is. Stop throwing shit at me. Wow, they die in extreme amounts of viscera. I was early. Oh, there's a lot of gore happening. This music in particular, there's something about it that makes me think very specifically of Diablo 2. Diablo 2's starting town. This music has some of the same, like, texture to it, if you will. Vikings. Man, I loved Diablo 2, and I am kind of sad to see... Oh, I can slap these guys. Sorry, guys. I'm sad to see what has become of Blizzard. Really just lost so much of their charm. Okie doke. Those might have been topless women behind those shields. We're gonna rely on the pixelations to keep the channel safe. See you later, Cold Flame. Thanks for stopping in. I plan to flagellate with the best of them. Ah! How did I miss? Oh, maybe I didn't. Diablo 2. I remember Diablo 2 so fondly. Though it was really funny going back to it and trying to play it even like remotely recently. Ow. Oh, Lord, that's a lot of damage. No, I did not. Okay, we got to go. Good God, that was a lot of damage. I tried to go back to it, not that recently, I guess, because time continues to pass. It was several years ago, prior to them coming out with the, like the HD re-release, what have you. I've died. I knew that was coming. I believe he was hitting me with a very large, deer carcass on a stick, I think. Oh, dodge, really? Yeah, thanks. Press right trigger to dodge, use dodge action to crouch through small spaces, avoid physical attacks, and pass through enemies without suffering damage. Yeah, so you say. So do I have to go back and get stuff from... Oh, that looks like it. Welcome back with your Bob Evans. But I tried to go back and play Diablo 2 prior to them coming out with like the high def re-release. Ooh, boy, was it rough. Because boy, that was very much resolution locked to... I was early again. To, I don't know, like freaking 640 by 480 maybe. And it's bad. It's bad to try to play a game like that on a modern monitor and system. I never did go back to playing the actual re-release, largely because by the time they did the re-release, I was already pretty upset with Blizzard for being shitty. So I didn't really want to give them any money to, you know, facilitate their bullshittery. But honestly, as time goes on, it's sort of like harder and harder to meaningfully make choices based on stuff like that, because every game company is shitty. The indies are okay a lot of times, but all of the major publishers, man, hard to find a reason to support them. Damn it. That plunging attack is clumsy. I was early. I've been killed. Yeah, it sucks to feel like that way about, you know, a thing that I like. There's just no good way to support a lot of the big things, but guilt fragment. I don't know what necessarily that means. Obviously that was my corpse, but I don't know what was left. Capitate of Barak, the Herald. Just a collectible. Damn, I didn't think you could reach that far. Get that rock freaking away from me, man. I don't actually know the benefit of collecting those guys, but has a number out of number, and you know what that means? It means we collect them. Damn you. Take that and that. Screw you guys. I do kind of like that I can just hit them through the floor. All casual-like. Oh, yeah. That's the way to get rid of those shield jerks. What's with the candly looking goop, or is it ash? Alright, that was less clumsy than I thought it might have been. Are you an actual person or a statue? The heart of the virtuous pain. Sword hearts. Equip a sword heart in mea culpa to alter its properties. They grant powerful upgrades, but this comes at a price. Rest at a prie-dieu to access the sword's core and insert a different heart. Can I have another checkpoint? Why? I don't feel like I want to go up here yet. That stuff outside makes me feel like it's a boss room. Before I go there, I would like to find a save point. Checkpoint, I guess more accurately. Okay, I don't know what that is. Freaking tornado warning. Ah, yes. The good old tornado warning. That means it's time to go outside and watch, right? See what's what. That's what it means for us. Like, oh, tornado, we better go outside and see. Of course. That's right. Tornadoes are wild. Well, and it's interesting because they're never mind, it's just snow. Press X when jumping against certain surfaces to thrust your sword into the wall while hanging. Hey, there's the checkpoint I wanted. Hooray. Inventory. There we go, hearts. Heart of the Virtuous Pain. Sword Core, blessed with defensive prayers, can be inserted into mea culpa, boosting the block stance, increasing its duration, but exposes the penitent one longer to enemy attacks. I can't really tell if that did anything. Radius of Helzer the Poet. Oh, that's a bone. Ah, you're alive again, I forgot. We're just passing through. the big boy again. I would like to get through those. I think I can get... Now that I've got a checkpoint that's closer, at least. We can go back here and try to take out that guy. Where was that guy? He was back this way. I just accidentally put a marker. Get out of here. I don't need that. I do appreciate that they give me markers to place, however. Can I fall down this? It looks kind of like I can fall. I don't want to fall. Oh yeah. You asshole. Take that. Rock! Oh, I forgot. I forgot you're here. Oh, I also forgot that I can, like... I don't know when I would use that. I was able to jump off of enemies when I struck them. I don't know why I would need that. Ow, don't walk into me. What? Oh, there's a shockwave. How rude. Magic. Magic is the answer to my problems. Uvula of Proclamation. When the uvula is equipped, you have a chance of earning Tears of Atonement when destroying an object. Okay. A shortcut. Ooh, I thought I was going to stab myself on those spikes. Take that. I should go upgrade the sword again now that I have a bunch of extra XP. It's an interesting circumstance with the way they're doing the upgrades. Sort of locking the upgrades not only behind experience, but additionally behind like how many of these I've found. Kind of prevents too much over leveling, which is sort of interesting. Hey, Goom, how's it going? It's true, I am the penitent one. That is correct. A 4th combo finish attack. Hold X while dodging. Dodge impulse to thrust. Okay, you know what? I take it back. I don't want to level yet. I want to save for... Well... Yeah, I think I want to save for one of those. So those sound pretty good. Man, we've been having a lot of storms, like, all over the damn place the last couple weeks. A really stormy season. I don't know if it's necessarily more stormy than, like, previous years. I just certainly have noticed. It made you unreasonably angry, huh? Well, I don't know if I like the sound of that. We'll see how it goes for me. Yeah, we've had... You're still buried in the sun, huh? Phantom. Yeah, we've had a lot of... Well, it's kind of been weird. It's been a lot of, like, regular storms. And by regular, I mean regulated in time rather than like ordinary. So it's like not a lot of stuff happening during the days, and then like every night it's like, oh, you know what? We could storm. It's just like, oh, really? Could we? Which has been a real pain because we keep leaving like Doggo's blankets outside because he likes to lay on them on the porch. And we hear the storm start up, and we're like, God damn it, we left the blankets out again. Now they're soaked again. It's a real pain. Oh, you're struggling with the platforming, Goom. Oh, I looked over at chat, and that certainly does answer the question of, hey, what happens when you fall off of the platform? You die. When the penitent one dies, erring in his penance, a guilt fragment is anchored in the world. The weight of guilt accumulates and reduces the gain of fervor and tears of atonement, as well as the maximum fervor. Collect guilt fragments to recover, or find someone who can ease your burden. Freaking rude. Yeah, that was your sin, Goom. That was the error in your penance. God damn it. Stupid shield jerks. Well, at least I was almost here. That was like straight up the wrong freaking button that I just hit, so very cool. I mean, you might want your stuff to get rescheduled there, Priestess, but man, can you imagine how good it's gonna feel on Tuesday when you wrap it all up and you'll be free? Ooh, that'll be good. I bet you are eager to pass that time and get out of there. Has senioritis set in? I had senioritis so bad before I went to Australia. I was like, why am I even here at work? Well, yeah. I mean the term senioritis as in, like, that eagerness to get out. 'Cause I'm not even in school, and I still get senioritis before things. Yeah. I was holding the up to grab on. He just chose not to do that. I didn't even really need to go that way. Why I bothered? I don't know. Very unforgiving. Right, can I have that back? Thank you very much. All right, now we're going places. Oh, I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. The old tongue twisters. I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. I'm okay at mini tongue twisters. Although I usually don't, I don't tend to go as fast as many probably can. I'm relatively like, I know kind of how fast I can manage to say stuff without it crumbling. Some stuff I'm not very good at. The ones that I'm particularly poor at are more likely the vowel-based ones, I guess you could say, like toy boat, like those where they end up quick with a same sound that kind of gets crossed, like toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. What? Ah. My wife wandered in, and I was trying to figure out what she was doing. Our mulberry bush is apparently starting to produce mulberries now. You know, I guess I don't actually have to block those. I could just go under. But those are the tongue twisters that I get caught up on. Yeah, I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm the pheasant plucker's son. I only pluck pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. Oh, I gotta go over there to get that guy. Yeah, the toy... I usually end up with, like, toy boat is where I end up. Toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat. Like, I can feel my mouth, like, compressing into the wrong shape as I go. I'm not sure what... They turn red, and I feel like they want me to do something, but I don't remember them telling me what that is. You know what? We're gonna hit you with that again. I don't know why that guy didn't attack. Maybe slightly more concerning, but I don't know. Just keep an eye out the window. That's true, Kappa. That was a thing you would do far more often. I do. The thing is, like, I feel like I don't have any particular sort of like particular peculiarities or any traits to my voice or like my speech patterns that make any particularly interesting. Like, they're just very regular sorts of potential failures out of a tongue twister. Oh, you hadn't heard the slitted sheet one. I had heard that one. And you had introduced me to the pheasant plucker, which is, that one would be funny. I'm surprised I don't see some of those come up more when generally doing the tongue twisters to streamers and stuff. But I was watching Bibu or Bijo, Koseki Bijo, the HoloLive VTuber. Apparently people caught on to the fact that she's kind of bad at R's. Like, she pronounces her R's, I don't know, closer to like a W. She just like almost has natural uwu voice a little bit. And so they started just throwing every tongue twister related to R that they could find. And it's just funny. I don't have any weird, like, oddities to the way I speak, aside from speaking like a 500-year-old person sometimes. That's the only thing that I have. But that's not particularly interesting around tongue twisters, of course. I can, as far as rolling a tongue, I can do traditional. I can do a side to side. I used to be able to do a clover. If I sit around and like focus real hard for a little while, I can clover, but I can't. I can't actively or regularly. I can't roll my R's either, is a thing. That's something I can't do. I do a little bit have Gandalf voice. Oh, it's hard for German. Interesting. Yeah, I never had to learn rolling of R's at any point in time. So it never came up, and I'm very bad at it. Hey, bro.
Here lies the door.
You know, the only like
Deals of those chosen by
the only like vocal trick that I have actually recently discovered because I stumbled across it by being annoyed at things and then realizing that I can reproduce the sound is I can actually make you might consider it like a growling or a purring depending on your perception. It'd be a very large cat's purr. Hold on, let me see. That's what I can do. That's my one vocal trick. Congratulations. I'm good at whistling too. But that's not terribly important.
on it, for the art of these images to be worshipped and revered, ornamentation must take place.
Huzzah! I didn't wait for it to actually go off, but it's funny to see the huzzah. You can't whistle. Well, it is kind of a rattlesnake. It depends where the sound gets picked up, I think. It would probably be a lower noise if I were to put the mic closer to my neck instead of my mouth, but regardless. I whistle more than I sing. I don't sing very much. But like if there's a particular like melody that I like or I'm, used to hearing, I'll end up whistling it without realizing I am.
Who is worthy of passing under its adorned arch?
I just like whistling.
Find the holy visages, and the bronze will know.
I didn't listen to this guy at all.
For fickle
I was too
are
busy
the
thinking about
wishes
other
of
things.
The miracle.
Why is the miracle so damn fickle? Alright, apparently I can't open this door yet. Okie dokie. I mean, you don't necessarily need to worry too much if somebody's calling to ask if you're safe. Sometimes people get real panicky. I mean, keep yourself safe, of course, but I've sat through a lot of tornado alarms and tornado warnings that don't go anywhere. I'm missed. I think the rain turned out pretty good, right? I think it still shows up pretty nicely on stream. Shaped up quite nicely. Oh, you've had tornadoes touch down multiple times. Wow. I'm trying to think of how close I've been to a tornado. I have been close to a tornado when I was younger. It's been a long time. Never actually like in danger, but I have been quite close. I've never had any like meaningful tornado damage to anything in my stuff. Go rest up, Phantom. You have a good evening and a good week. Been about 12 years. That's a long time. I was like, I think it's probably longer for me, too. Can I? Oh, boy. Can I? Oh, there we go. Can I please get out of here? Ooh, what's this? Look at this spooky building. Hey, who are you?
Sister of mine, as I foretold you, someone is heading towards the Forbidden Gate. Someone who seeks the purge and excommunication of all that is sacred and rests there.
Is that what we're doing?
No.
Is that what we
Do not
desire?
place your doubts on me. I am ready.
Oh, he's just gonna leave. Okay, bye. Thanks for stopping in. Mercy Dreams. It's a good question, Winnie. Is there? I don't need to know which it is, but is there a like a millennia of Blasphemous? That's right, Priestess. Winnie reminded me that I can pin things, and that makes things a lot more efficient. I can just pin it up there, and then Whitney doesn't have to constantly yell at everyone. Although, you know, you never know how effective pinned comments are. I'm sure plenty of people ignore them. Ow, fire! But, hey, we can try. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, wrong button. You know what? That worked out, actually. Speaking of flagellants, we found some. Speaking of trying and failing, that YouTube algorithm, man, I hate it. I hate YouTube so much right now. Oh, this connects to where we just were. Interesting. So I uploaded my Eldritch Storytime this past Sunday with exactly the same settings as I did last week. And it did very shit. It's very frustrating how I would almost rather I didn't get my hopes up, because every time I have a decent week of views and stuff, I'm like, maybe it's this, maybe now it will work. We've figured out what we need to do, and then inevitably the next week YouTube is like, nah, bro, I just was drunk last week. I'm just like, why are you like this? It's very much a bummer. Why are there two of you? It's very irritating. I wish it would stop doing that. I just want it to be, like, reliable. It was just consistent. And Beethoven, as to your statement... Okay, I'm just gonna get my face smacked. As to your statement on natural disasters, I agree. They are very interesting. Stuff like earthquakes. Well, honestly, the way all of those large systems interact is super interesting. Because stuff like earthquakes and the fact that it's just, you know, freaking tectonic plates floating on lava, smashing against each other, and also that's where we get mountains from. Surprise. Like, that's crazy. Ow! Bro! Floaty bastard! Cut that shit out. Oi! Get off of there. I'm out of heals. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Yeah, freaking floating cardinal bullshit. It's okay, now we have opened the shortcut. Anything over here? There is something over here. Hoo-yah! No. Priestess is right. The Pope isn't stabbing us yet. That's just a cardinal. We'll get to the Pope, I'm sure. And as to the best guess of why they are stabbing us, I can only guess based on the title of the game that I am blasphemous. There is blasphemy afoot, and they don't like it. I can only imagine we will at some point have to punch the Pope. And I too cannot wait. Can't wait to punch that Pope in his smug damn face. Although, by all accounts, like, the current Pope is, I guess, the least horrible Pope we've had in a while, so... Ah, lasers! I can't say that I pay much attention to the real Pope. Oh, you can't get through there. Stabby. Not stab. Okay. Ow, my head! Ow, my legs! I hate it here. I was off. It's fine, now we're here. That's okay, Beethoven. Shit happens. I actually really like the light mode. Wow, that's a sick color light mode combination. I like the light mode now that I did the face, the face texture thing, because that actually stays black, which is kind of neat. You know, this is this might be one of my favorite color combinations we've had, you know, bubble up. That's a good one. That blue and pink is nice. Ah, I can't believe I actually... Yeah. Oh, come on now. Why can't I freaking parry, or not parry, but counterattack? Get out of here, old man. Ugh. You know, I don't know if it comes through clearly on stream, just because of the possible stream artifacting. There are a lot of intestines left lying about after things die in this game. It's pretty grim. Shit. Oomster,
From a
you.
place of blessings have I been entrusted.
Remind you of a
to
moth.
over you, penitent one. Thus it has been arranged.
I don't. Yeah. I guess I could see that a little bit. I don't need to read. They read.
I have been granted a gift with which I can assist you in carrying your burden if required. But only you can make that choice.
Granted a gift that which I can assist me.
Penitent one in silence. Will you require my assistance with your next task?
What does this mean? We're gonna. Yeah, sure. What's that mean? Is that like a boss helper? Is that what that means? Probably unnecessary, but you know, I guess we'll find out what that is. Random person's like, hey, I can help you. I'm not gonna turn that down. Why would I? Oh, this seems like the boss room. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a boss. Looking good there, tree leg guy. Okay. Ah, okay, that I didn't expect that. Stop it. Ah! Okay. That's something that I find a little bit annoying, I'm realizing with this game. I was not wrong when I was sort of struggling to understand the dodging, because it seems that the dodging is simply irritatingly unreliable. Specifically, so the two of those major times that I got hit, specifically the one that killed me, is because when he crouches down like that, I specifically cannot dash through his legs. And he just crouches and then slaps the shit out of me. Ayo. Ayo. Just sort of an extra layer of shit that I have to pay attention to. I really wish I could air dodge. Woo, spikies. Okay, parry is the way to be, I realize now. And I can also interweave a parry, just interrupting my attacks. That changes everything. Suddenly I can just stand here and beat the shit out of him. I cracked the code. I missed. I missed. All right. He may have bitch slapped me, but I got him right back. I don't actually know what she was doing to assist me, but you know what? That's fine. Victory is ours. Let's see what's over here. What do we get out of our bosses, huh? A sick-ass hallucination? Is that what I'm getting out of this? Waves of stone with bodies
In the name of the great ordeal and the sons of the miracle,
Was she healing me? I wasn't sure.
when you humbled yourself before my most holy body, you have been granted the presence of my golden visage, custodian of one of the three sorrows of the soul in penance.
You're throwing a lot of buzzwords at me here, man.
Miracle has chosen me amongst
I don't know. It's
all
pretty.
who appear
It's pretty creepy.
just as it chose you to walk on the sacred sea.
Yeah, this is the real Pope.
In my visage, melt
The golden, gloopy-faced Pope.
of your soul.
I'm sorry. May the gold in my visage melt and erase the attrition of your soul?
Heart of guilt, return now from the
What does that mean? Acquired holy wound of attrition. Thank you. I'm so glad they're just handing me wounds, I guess. What the hell is that? Holy wound of attrition. Mark left by the golden visage that reveals the cleanliness of attrition in the soul of the penitent one. Clearly. To the lore. Santo Credo, verse 1. His holiness, because of his high penance, must endure suffering in his soul in 3 ways. Each of the ways is a motive, and each motive is a sore. Hence, these 3 sores are the keys to his eternal pain and must be guarded. If you say so, man. The desecrated cistern. What's up?
You have carried out the first
Oh, have I?
creation of
Well,
penance.
that wasn't so bad.
You have met the visage of attrition. You have yet to prostrate before 2 last holy visages.
Okay. Hey, look, a rat buddy. I would like another sword upgrade. That's what I would like. Gotta run my ass all the way over here. All right, let's see what we've got over here. Fingies. Look at these crazy fingies. Are those finger puppets? What's going on there? Oh, hey. Found a fast travel. Aha, I see. Oh, hey, Cheddar, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. A bouquet of time. I have found extra time. Hey, thanks for popping in and saying hello. I appreciate that. Even if you can't stay, still appreciate it. You have a good evening. Bunch of aromatic herbs. Common in the past amidst the cliffs of the bronze borders. Today, however, their scarcity makes them increasingly valuable, especially for those who discern their healing abilities. It wasn't long before more and more people came to us affected by that terrible and unknown suffering. Whole families, the old, the young, and even the newborn. We, brothers of the congregation, were unable to cope, and our care was not working, nor were our ointments, nor our constant prayers. We are lost, submerged in the darkness of uncertainty. Sorry, bro. Oh, hey, look. The sword upgrade place. It's not a new one, but I'll take it, I guess. Okay, give me this. We're gonna unlock a new finisher, and then we'll get the charge. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, I guess it only combos if I actually hit. Ooh, big flashy. Neat. That's gonna be hard to use. Alright, a fast travel spot. Cool. Oh yeah, get sandwiched, bro. I swear if this is a sword upgrade place. Okay, good. I was like, if it was right here. Damn, that is asking for some precise ass timing, which I did not have. Pisiform of Hernandez. Oh, Hernandez. You and your pissing form. Renowned for his pissing form, in fact. Victor Hernandez was chosen to lead an expedition meant to civilize barbaric tribes. He was sentenced for heresy when he suggested that Custodia was the most uncivilized of all known places. I know, right? I don't know. Maybe it's pisiform? 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 It looks like pisiform to me. Wow. Brilliant timing, me. Hey, I didn't write it. I just read it. That's not my fault. There is still a door over here. Should check that. I assume that that's a bone pisiform? Because the other ones, I think a lot of the other ones have been bones, but I don't know. Could be wrong. Oh, sick finisher. Bam! Get wrecked. Ow. Damn it. What a wild flip he does. Ah, I was too close. Oh no, I can't charge after I can't move after I've charged, rather, which is kind of a pain. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what the finisher is. It's why. What benefit do I get from that specifically? Could you not stand directly on me, dude? What the heck? Get out of here. Get out of here. You know, I'm starting to strongly regret having come back this way. Come here. Hello? I can go in here. A merchant.
Let us be captives of the miracle, penitent one.
Hello.
Do not be surprised to find this merchant here.
I'm a little bit surprised.
This ancient occupation requires me to be wherever I can obtain rewarding benefits.
I see.
Call me
Fascinating.
Candelaria. For what I sell
Candelaria.
would make your eyes light up like the high
I see.
bonfires.
Delightful.
I will not ask you for any money whatsoever.
Oh, really?
Those forbidden tears you shed would be more
Ah,
than enough for
of course.
me.
It's money to me.
ahead. Cast your darkened eyes over these valuable treasures.
What do you got?
What I am offering you here is as lustrous as the first star of the night.
Oh yeah, have fun with that laundry. Said no one ever.
And may my eyes be blinded
But you know,
if
hey.
I'm lying.
Best of luck. Adulting is hard. Moss preserved in glass. A minute jar filled with moss. The tiny white flowers that shimmer inside can grant some protection against toxins. I don't have the money for that.
What I am offering you here, and may my...
Yes. Empty, tarnished sphere. There is no trace of nacre? nacre, whatever. I don't know. Nakey? But it retains just a hint of bluish sheen. It creates fervor when destroying surrounding objects. What's this, a key of some kind?
Behold what I present to you. Trust me.
Forbidden key. Key to the chamber of the eldest brother. Oh, that was very back at the beginning. I mean, yes, you gotta buy the key. It literally gets me access to things. Can't leave that shit behind. I feel like that's a shortcut that they are rudely keeping from me. Alright, I guess let's go back down. That will probably be easiest, considering I have killed most. Why, yeah. I do still have to deal with these, though. I've done a bad. No, white bones! Okay, I'm alive, but just barely. I know, right? Freaking spears coming out of the ground. I know where that shit's from. I'm not a fan. Spikes. Freaking path of pain, man. Hey, as frustrating as it was, I did do it. And that's not nothing. All right, let's go use this key. Fingies. Albero. Hey, weirdo. Kiss a homie, friends. I gotta run all the way back there. Jesus. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're cooking. That guy's apparently cleaning a chimney. Get out of here. I don't blame you, Whitney. Not even a little bit. It certainly wore my patience. If I hadn't been on stream, I doubt I would have gotten all the way through it. Because there was simply no meaningful incentive for me to do so. But you know what? I guess for the content or whatever. Okay, you're just gonna die. Alright, fine. Well, the big thing is that at the very beginning of the Path of Pain was probably when I was closest to quitting, simply because I hadn't gotten to a checkpoint yet. You know, like one of those places you can stand and then respawn, because I do not like having to redo the same thing over and over again. So if I wasn't making any progress, that's really the only time I would start going insane. Once I was failing to make progress for too long. Once there was a checkpoint, I was like, oh, thank God, I don't have to like redo the beginning just in perpetuity. Can we stream Parkitect next week? Yeah, we can probably stream Parkitect next week. I imagine we can do that. What did I get out of here? Blood perpetuated in sand. Equip relics to change your perception of the world. Each relic possesses different, unique effects, and you can equip up to 3 at the same time. Preserve blood with miraculous properties. With the passage of its bearer, new ledges are revealed, formerly invisible to the beholder's eyes. Miracle is truly unfathomable, and no one knows the origin of the blood that swirls around the wearer's feet. Okay, just straight up find platforms. Okay, sure, yeah, great. I love that for me. Probably. I probably love that for me. I will love that for me once I ever see an actual new ledge. Or does that only happen after I die? Is that... Oh, nope, there it is. I found it. Oh. 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 Painted wood bead. Sphere covered in yellow varnish. The chipped paint betrays its origin. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. Goodness. Holm oak of the forest of the Holy Line. Recovers health when destroying surrounding objects. Oh, you don't say. That's way better. I'm getting freaking tears or whatever when I break stuff. Give me that health from breaking shit. Give me more of those goofy platforms to goodies. Apparently not. It's just the one. Hey, chimney sweep who's still doing his job. For some reason, I don't know if anybody lives there, my man. Hey, all of the sad people. This appears to have a path down. Well, let's meander through that, shall we? I'm a little surprised there's not some blood platforms up there to get me to that floating... Hello? Lynn, have I just not been here? What the heck? A useless rag that seems to slightly vibrate at times, emitting an unintelligible buzz. The affliction sometimes leave its mark on mundane-looking objects, unable to reveal the miracle under its mantle of corruption. Lore, please? Febrile as he was, he hardly noticed that someone had sat down next to him. A gentle hand patted a white cloth on his forehead. It was a fabric of the utmost softness, which allowed light through it as if it were a sheet of paper, and was soaking his feverish sweats and providing such relief that he could not help but fall asleep. When the cloth was soaked, the nun got up and handed it to the Mother Superior, adding, "With this, we will be able to have his confession." Okay, I don't know how, but okay. Place is weird. Are there like any normal people? Is there a village anywhere doing any kind of reasonably normal activities? Or is the whole world just a hellscape of weird murder churches? I thought you were gonna be dead. One hit short. Bye. Oh, rude. Normal would be blasphemy in this game. Oh, I can't get there because there's still a door. Okay. I am reminded. Caught it. Rock! I gotta go. Keep your rocks to yourself. Excuse me, coming through. Hey, those do count as objects. They do heal me. Not insignificant. There's not that much clutter in this game, though, so I guess that's kind of the trade-off. Hello? There you go. Alright, let's go up here. We had stumbled into this earlier, but now we'll actually explore. Round and around we go. Alright, this ledge is where I had not yet passed. Hey guy, look at this creepy guy living in this bell, I guess? Lurking about. An empty golden thimble. My favorite. Thimble adorned with gold, carrying an inscription that reads, "Only cold gold can carry the redeeming oil." And then there's lore. Number 1, a young villager named Arya had such a beautiful and pious face that even as a child, statue sculptors took her as a model for their creations. Her face became so recognizable that little by little people took her as the living, breathing image of divinity, until it reached a point where they ended up taking her out on procession, even replacing their own images. Such was the fervor around her that she could not bear to be mistaken with the divinity, and burned her face with boiling oil to gift her pious beauty to God, and took up the habits of a convent. You know, this is why religion is dangerous. Oh, you love listening to me read, eh? Well, have I got a playlist for you? Well, I mean, you already know. But I'm glad that I have at least sort of picked up on a niche that I've got the voice for. Not a voice actor, but merely a narrator. Man, I would love, actually, if I could find how to get like a narrator gig. That would actually be kind of cool to have, I don't know, some sort of professional or commercial work. Get the chance to narrate it. That'd be fun. I think that's something I could do. I mean, it's not wrong. Did I think I would be reading Eldritch Horror when I started the channel? No. No, I did not. I definitely didn't. That's something that, I guess if I had been a little more self-aware, I might have sort of picked up on something that I could do. Because, I mean, obviously oh, good. I can see how the platforming can be irritating. I mean, as we've kind of talked about, it's strongly connected to the way that I handle, you know, hosting D&D, right? It's a lot like a DM. It's the same sort of voice when you're trying to present areas and situations and you know, describe things. It's very similar. And so that's something that I've always done, but I guess I never really recognized as a particular skill I had. Like, I had it. It was just a thing I did. And so in that way, I hadn't really thought to consider it like a skill set that I could capitalize on. Bro, I hate that position of this asshole. And so it wasn't really until I can't believe they freaking leave that there. It wasn't until I was streaming for a little while and, you know, started doing, you know, RPGs and things that I had to read lore notes and things in games that I kind of, I guess, oh my god, that jump is such bullshit. What is that? What is that? Oh, I understand why Goom was getting angry at this game. I too am getting angry at this game. What are these bullshit jumps at the absolute outside of the range of jumping? Okay. I just want to get the soul back. I don't think I can climb the other way. I just want to be able to air dash, honestly. Oh, man. What the hell? Why? What is the distance that I can grab things at? Oh my god. Yeah, so I hadn't really thought about that as a piece of content I could be doing. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna not... Yeah, we're just gonna go down this way. We're just not gonna try to make that jump. That's what we're doing. We're just gonna do this way. Yep, that's what we're doing. That jump is just not worth it. Here we go. I'm out of here. Ow. Your goopy snow mermaid. Okay, we cannot... I was curious. Can't block it. Well, and then also there was in another sense, it was also not really a I had not really foreseen myself making content sort of outside of, like just streaming. But I guess part of it is, you know, necessity, because trying to grow the channel just doesn't really work. Oh, you burned yourself. It doesn't really work with just streaming. You got to get creative, so. Yeah, but there is another piece to that sort of that question of like, oh, did you expect to blank? In that I didn't really have, oh my god. Those guys are a real pain in the ass. I didn't really have very many expectations coming into streaming. I think that's true for a lot of streamers, but not all streamers. Because I started up and I was just like, I'm bored. This seems like a fun thing to do. Stuck at home due to COVID, not hanging out with my friends as much as I used to. Can't get to hanging out. So I was just like, you know what? We'll give this a try. And so I had very few sort of plans or expectations from the get-go. So there was very little I expected to happen at the beginning. I probably wouldn't have even expected to end up moving over to YouTube instead of Twitch. But Twitch really kind of sucked, so here we are. Granted, YouTube has been equally as belligerent lately, but I have a better structure of regulars here, so everything is, you know, it's all good here. Oh, this is where we want to fight this. Yeah, that's what we want. Absolutely shredded hash browns. This actually was funny. We were just recently, me and my wife. I don't know if anybody watches Good Mythical Morning. I like Good Mythical Morning. It's a fun YouTube channel. They do really just, I don't know, very casual, fun things, often about eating or rating foods or trying stuff from around the world. Okay, so suddenly there we go. And they polled their audience. So Good Mythical Morning, check them out. They're fun. They do something every day of the week. Well, every day of the work week. But they were rating, like, through their audience and their votes, they were rating, like, the 5 best to worst of a bunch of random categories. And types of potatoes came up. And it was, like, I think it was home fries that actually, like, came out on top as, like, the best rated potato type of the audience, which was, like, baffling to me. I don't really like home fries, but hash browns, man. Hash browns are where it's at. Potato pancakes are also delicious. Oh, you know what? Hot tip for those who do enjoy a good hash brown. Don't buy frozen hash browns. Stop it. If you're buying frozen hash browns, cut that shit out. Stop it immediately. What you want instead? Dehydrated hash browns. They come in, like, what looks like a little milk carton usually. So you just get, like, a little milk carton. They don't have anything in there. It's just like the milk carton, dehydrated hash browns. Those are the best home hash browns you can get, because when you get them, what you do is you add, like, you heat a kettle of water, and then you put the hot water in there, and they reheat, or they rehydrate with the hot water. Yes, you can get, like, 12 for $20 at Costco. That's exactly where we get our dehydrated hash browns. You rehydrate them, and then you cook them in the pan. They are so much better than frozen hash browns. It's not even close. I'm being killed. Hell yeah, they are so immeasurably better. It took us forever to learn of this fundamental truth of reality, because we'd been getting frozen hash browns. We love hash browns. We were just like, we cannot get these frozen hash browns to not be shit. Like, try different ways to cook them. We tried different brands, just trying to get them to be good. And it was like nothing would work with these goddamn frozen hash browns. And then we tried dehydrated hash browns. And that's the magic. That's where it's at. So, if you like hash browns, potatoes in general, find you some dehydrated hash browns and discover the difference that it is. It is a cheap way to get some food. Okay, can I just, like, how easy is it to just run past? I've been kicked. Hiya! Leave me alone. Ooh, boy. Oh yeah, they would also be really good for traveling. That's an excellent point. They'd be good for camping. Ooh, they'd be great for camping. Ah, spikies. Give me this back. Oh Lord, they're everywhere. Ah, it's a mess. I may have made a mistake by running over here like a maniac. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. You definitely should try them for breakfast. They're so much better. I have no idea what I just picked up. I wasn't paying attention. It was a remains of Tintudia's hair. Remain of the thorned hairs of the novice Tintudia that were isolated from the rest so she could not receive a holy burial. Great. Nah, we're talking about hash browns. The beginning question was hash browns versus home fries, and then we got on rambling about dehydrated hash browns and how they're so much better than frozen hash browns, which is just absolutely accurate. They are delightful. As she grew up, Tintudia spent several years in that nunnery, and as she grew up, it became harder and harder to hide her hair. It wouldn't stop twisting and growing thorns, and the blood from the wounds it caused her did not take long to stain her pure white habit. The nuns, upon realizing, were frightened by it, and soon began considering her cursed and a heretic, just as the parents of the girl had feared would happen. I mean, I don't know what else to think if your hair is growing thorns and stabbing you to bleed. That's pretty weird. That's pretty weird. Excuse me. Owie. Get me out of here. Jesus, stuff does a lot of damage in this game. I mean, maybe that was like an advance. Maybe I'm just going in the wrong area and I'm in the hard spot. I don't know, but Jesus. Take that. Graveyard of the Peaks. I am being blown by the wind. How very Jump King of you. Oh, a platform. A platform. Another one of those things that seem to have no value. Oh, a checkpoint. I'm so thrilled. I'm thrilled. Oh, hey. A shop. Hello again. Anything new to say?
Of the miracle, penitent one.
Nope.
This is a... And may I don mourning black if I'm trying to...
Yes. 5,000. Amber crystallized through a long-forgotten ritual. It retains some of the heat of a bonfire lit on a different land. Tempers the heart, increasing the defenses of whoever carries it. I got that kind of cash.
What I am offering you here, and may my eyes be blind.
Eyeball. Belonging to Alaveraz the scribe, who glimpsed the truth hidden to so many other eyes. Its stony scrutiny reveals the vital essence of enemies. Interesting.
What I am offering you, and may my eyes...
And what about this? Torn bridal ribbon. This soft white ribbon used during marriage ceremonies has been torn, thus destroying its delicate embroideries. One of the 3 remains of an unfinished ceremony. The wounds inflicted by a broken oath rarely ever find healing. It's cheap, I'll buy it. There's probably a benefit if I find all 3 of the broken ritual. Then also I'll take this, because it's something I can afford. Okay. This reveals vital essence of some sort, so this increases defenses. I would like to be able to equip more, if possible. But I need more rosary bead slots? I don't remember what they called it. Well, looky here. Not of... I literally just asked for this. Is that all I had to do? Is just ask for it? Never mind. It's not a thing that does that. Rope that not made from the threads of habits of monks deceased in ancient times. Oh, it's a lot of text. Ingracia was her name. Her rosaries were the prettiest of all Custodia. The most prestigious priests and bishops frequented her workshop, and even our very holiness Escribar commissioned her. Such was her mastery that a rosary crafted by old Ingracia was unparalleled in beauty, delicacy, and perfection. Word spread that a rosary that was not made by her would not receive divine blessing, and prayers would not be heard, and besides, that would be a sin. This caused all the others to become banned by the Holy Mother Church, and those so-called false rosaries were sought and burned. Someone who kept a deceitful rosary would be severely punished, sometimes even accused of heresy. Then we all began to wonder what would become of the rosaries when Ingracia was no longer with us. Can I use it? I want to equip more. Yeah. Oh, what's the Twitter thing? I ain't reading all that, but I'm happy for you. Or that's too bad, whatever the case may be. The Immaculate Band? Bead? Simple bead, devoid of purpose. Its pristine surface has never been soiled by fervent fingers. I have something for you, and for you alone, revealed the gypsy to a monk who had just stopped his donkey as she uncovered a white stone possessing a strange beauty. It comes from the darkness of the ocean floor. Contemplate its purity, look at its immaculate white, its virgin brilliance. What could be purer than this for your rosary, brother? Okay. Elevator. Oh, thing. Bye. Hey, it's a shortcut. Oh, now I can hit you. Hell yeah. Yay. Shortcut. Okay, so that guy's kind of close. Can I hit him with magic, maybe? Yeah, I can. Fear my cleverness. My wit. Too bad I can't jump over there. Ooh, I almost fell. Don't like that. Oh, secret tunnel would have been would have been appropriate there. I think it's just exclamation mark tunnel though.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah, there it is.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. There's something just, I don't know, uncannily like earwormy about the way that sounds. Ah, my bones. It's very satisfying to listen to. I can't hit you from this side, eh? Wow. There we go. Secret tunnel. Hey-o! You stupid jerk wall. Oh no, these fall too. Whoa! Nope. Oh, come on, get down there and freaking hit him in the face. Stop pointing the wrong direction. Damn it. asshole. My potion, it does not heal enough. I say almost, I definitely hit the wrong button and just wasted a potion. That is something that this game is extremely cruel about, by the way. I've noticed this a couple times when I intend to parry and instead I use the heal item instead. They do not forgive you when you try to heal and take a hit. You still use the potion and get none of the benefit. Those absolute bastards. It's very uncool. I need to wait for the wind to be going the right direction, I think. Come on. Yeah! There we go. Nope. Wind's going the wrong way. I'm just gonna walk right on through that. Okay. This is awkward. This is awkward. This is awkward. Whoa, no. Well, we're back down here again. Not exactly where I wanted to be, but here we are. Ah. Snuck right on by him. Oh! That was close. How would I get through this? Let us... Oh, you ass. Wow, that was a shit ton of damage. God damn it. I shouldn't have done it. Should have known. I took the one hit. I should have expected the timing to be like that. Excuse me? Yeah, there are a few shortcomings that I am noticing with this game. Sort of quickly. A lot of that's around platforming. I don't love the way they do the dodge mechanic. But fortunately, parry is kind of where it's at anyway. They make up for it with a very reliable parry, but the platforming is not so hot, honestly. It's kind of miserable. Also, could we please cut this shit out with enemies that just float through walls? I would really rather not be dealing with those, like, constantly. Especially when they're gonna give me the world's shittiest platforms to fight on. It's not my favorite activity. There we go. Thank you, blood platform. Okay. We're making it back up. Can I can. There's a spot I can position myself to be a pain in his ass without having to climb or jump. Whoa, you attacked way fast that time. My good sir. I will take that. The parietal bone of Lasser, the Inquisitor. I'm assuming that this is going to connect down so that I can get that item. Hell yeah, it is. The muted bell. Tin bell, now empty. Strangely, one could swear to hear a slight tinkling in the presence of strange energies. Slightly protect its wearer from attacks of a magical nature. Oh. What have we here? Restore health and bile vessels in exchange for $350 $350. No, thank you. I'm good for now. Alright, I'm glad to see that that is in fact a dead end. So the path is becoming clear. Nope. Don't fall. Oh, that was close. If I could get a checkpoint, like, that'd be super cool. Is the main character a vampire? No. He is sad. He is a heretic, perhaps? A blasphemer, possibly? But not a vampire. The blood is religious blood, not vampire blood. Have a good night, priestess. Good luck on closing out your semester. And I'll see you next time. I hope you can get some rest and get some relief. Oh, right. We gotta go with the wind on this one. Wait. The wind goes. Hiya! What? How did that hit me? That's some shenanigans. Secret tunnel! Sacred tunnel. Anoint yourself with the oil of the pilgrims. Absolutely. Maximum amount of fervor has been increased. Wow. Who knew?
Secret tunnel!
Ow!
Secret tunnel!
That was so much damage. Again, everything does so much goddamn damage to me. It's all so unkind. Oh, yeah, get him. Get him, Magic, get him. Ow. How are you still so healthy? I got you with the magic. It's supposed to work. I think I need a double jump for that nonsense. The wind blows! Oh no, this is how we do it. The wind blows! Yeah! Also, we got our own snow. That only seems appropriate. Piece of tombstone? Whose tombstone? Piece of a ceramic slab strangely found on the snowy peaks. Those from the village rarely left their arid lands to face the cold of the mountains, but this tombstone had undoubtedly belonged to someone from Albero. The fragment confers resistance to falls, eliminating recovery time. Interesting. It is said that the Albero graveyard is even older than Albero itself. It was built even before the church was erected. It was a graveyard isolated from everything in this arid Ackerland, considered unholy. The church did not take long to find out about this, and dug all the tombs up, scattering the remains across the fields. That's when the Brotherhood of the Genuine Sepulchre was founded, in charge of collecting the remains of the dead and giving them a second burial. I have kept this piece of clay tombstone since then. Okay, I gotta go down here. Okay, come on, wind. Correct direction, please. Thank you. Hoya! Uh-oh. Whoa. Zoom out. It's looking a little like a boss to me. Ooh, look at all these little guys I can slap to get health from, though. Now that's nice. Oh, it's this guy.
Indeed,
again.
Sister of mine. Our encounter is approaching. The miracle will protect me. I do not need your protection this time.
You don't say.
Leave me alone.
You leave me alone. You're following me. What the? Was there blood coming out of that mace? Did he cram his sister's corpse into his mace? That's... Speaking of cramming corpses into containers, case in point. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that? Why would you do that? Oh, and it explodes, because why wouldn't it? Fortunately, I wasn't standing on it when it did that this time. A checkpoint, a checkpoint. I'm so excited to find a checkpoint. Oh, thank God. What is this? The Convent of Our Lady of the Charred Visage. Speaking of a charred visage, you good? I'm feeling a fast travel point in my bones. I feel it lingering nearby. Or maybe it's the cauldrons of lava. Who can say? You appear to have a shrine on your head. It's fire! I shouldn't be surprised by that. It is called the Shrine of Our Lady, the Charred something or other. Everybody's on fire here. Oh, boy. Yeah, we got another one. No, let this be a lesson to you. Everyone who, you know, should sponsor me, give me money. Although I wouldn't really take money for most sponsorships. Although... Dehydrated hash browns as a concept would like to sponsor my channel. I will gladly market your dehydrated hash browns, for they are delicious. Or Costco. God, can you imagine a streamer sponsored by Costco? That'd be so funny. Costco, sponsor me. I also like your hot dogs. You won't be disappointed. Them hash browns are delicious. Oh, you have stuff in there. Give me your stuff. How do I get it? How do I get that to open? I bet I know. No, I don't know. A professional apologizer. That's right. Oh my god. I would never do it because it's almost too ridiculous and too cringy, but Seaweaver and he was talking about how I need an outro, which I really just don't have a set intro or an outro, aside from the fact that I say hello, hello, and then I say bye. Like, that's... I'm just on fire? Hello? Oh, no, it's this fog. Oh, I can't come in here yet. But I just realized how funny it would be if at the close of every one of my streams, instead of saying, like, bye or whatever, if I just said, and you owe me an apology. Just on the way out. It's like, you owe me an apology. End stream. That would be so funny. Fire! Woo, that's a lot of damage. Wowie. Can I do literally anything to not take so much freaking damage from everything? Oh. You're the jerk. Jerk. That's what you get. Unbelievable. Can I stand on that? Oh, I can't stand on that. Expected I could. Yeah, I do have that. As far as an outro, screen I have, Seaweaver is of the opinion that I need a, more dedicated, spiel, goodbye and thanks for all the fish, that sort of thing. So, something to say. I don't think I need it. I think I've got it in the bag, but it would be funny if I were to do the whole, and you owe me an apology, fire! This guy owes me an apology. He needed to make a short of this one. It has been a fun stream. We got some goofy-ass stuff going on. Get out of here. Hoo-yah! Oh, I don't want to dodge into that. Oh, the lava. This place is just terrible. New stuff. I'm picking it up. Stop attacking me. Oh, I got somebody's sternum. Oh, and it's... yeah, Sternum of Vetus, the performer. Custodia remembers with admiration the name of Vetus Varnus. Vetus Varnus. He inspired the lives of his people through his altruistic actions as well as his inspirational words. Woo! I could not dodge that, apparently. Oh, God. one hit. Oh, it explodes. I forgot. I could have died. I have no health. No health. No health at all. What am I supposed to do with this? Am I just not supposed to be here yet? Am I just ahead of things? How am I supposed to get more health? I got more of the fervor, not more of the health. Let me see. Was there more places that I have not yet explored? I mean, I got this, but that... Is that like a door I couldn't cross, or did I just back out for no good reason? I mean, I could take a look. There's a door here, but I don't know if I can get through that door. Oh, there is over here. That's right. The cistern. Let's maybe go to the cistern. Oh. Get out of here. Ah, fire! I'm dying! I do kind of like how those die into, like, little crispy critters. Just Ash. But not like Ash from Pokemon. I haven't found a single damn extra, like, weapon site upgrade place. I want one. There's also a little space that I didn't explore here. I came through here, and then I did not do this. I don't know if there's anything there or not, but it is a thing that has not been done. No, Whitney, that won't be necessary. I know they're around. I'm just surprised that I've explored as much as I have and not found any, because I'm supposed to just like come across it. They're huge. It's these things. Like, I expected to find more of them. My understanding is if each time I find a new one of these, my stuff gets stronger. And I'll unlock like some new upgrades. And I would love to do that, but I haven't seen any. They got to be around here somewhere. I also haven't found that many fast travel spots. Wait, I allegedly have explored like 24% of the map? It's like a lot. Okay, I can't get through that one. I don't know how big this game is. It might be relatively short. Who knows? Oh, I thought that was a hole for a second. It wasn't. It was a pillar. All right, this feels like a more natural place to progress to, because this is the path that had opened up after I beat that boss, and then I got distracted with other things. So let's get back to this. This feels like proper natural progression. Look, more little goopy jerks. Poison or acid, one of the two. Okay, stepping on it's okay. Oh, no goopy friends in there. Okay. Yeah. Acid. Hello?
Blessed are the eyes that with devotion see my tormented heart.
Okay. Censored by swords. Not so censored by swords. Pixelation saved me.
For they are pleasant penance.
Hold on, I actually have a...
6 sting pains lance my flowery
Where are you?
breast. Take the first one and purge
Nudity!
6 mortal stains over the soul.
I'm sure it's fine. 10 to 30 hours long. Wow, that's quite a range. Hey, now I got some max health upgrade. Now I found it. I just had to apparently risk my channel due to potential nudity. All right, where did I have a... I actually have a sensor, but I don't remember where I put it. Where'd my sensor go? Oh, I got rid of it on my main screen because I had replaced it with other things that I figured would be more helpful. I didn't realize I was gonna need it for this game, potentially. Where can I put that? Oh, well. It's time for everybody's favorite on-stream troubleshooting. We're doing the thing. Woo! Okay, we're gonna move you. Oh, that's not what I meant. Gonna move you in here. We're gonna move you in here. And then we're going to create a thing. What is it that I'm creating? I have to interact with OBS. OBS. And then I need to source visibility. That's what I need. Source visibility. Yes, that's the strategy. We'll go the monopoly route of obtaining channels. I'll simply buy my way to victory. I don't have that kind of funds, sadly. Sadly, I am not independently wealthy. If only I were. Let's see what I got. I'm just looking for an icon. Oh, a shield. Now that's the appropriate icon there. Hwah! It didn't work. Why didn't it work? Oh, I need to set a scene. Live scene. Source. Oh, I guess I should actually tell it what I want it to do, don't I? Where are you at? There it is. Sensor. Hwah! Nice. Ah! Hwah! All right. Crisis button has been re-added. Aye. For the safety of the stream. Can I hit the rat? I can't. That actually makes me happy. I like rats. He's gonna blow. And you're back again. You're just gonna keep respawning, huh? Just spawning and blowing up. Fantastic. I love that for everyone involved, except for me, actually. Yeah, little disgusting cherub. I know not what I collect them for, but I do so. Oh, yeah. Yeah, why stop at YouTube? I'll just buy Amazon Web Services hosting. Just entirely out from under Amazon. Then I'll just own Twitch and Kick implicitly. It'll be great. What's this guy? What are you doing over here? Stop ringing that bell. I don't know what that's doing. I don't like that. I don't like bells. That's right. You just call me Jeff Pozos. God, I clearly should have gone this way a long time ago. Freaking trips to the moon, man. These rich assholes and their just ridiculous attachment to space. They just don't want to be stuck with the rest of the riffraff. Oh, right. I forgot that I can dash attack now. Ooh, it's good. Ooh, it's good. I love that for me. Dash attacks are my new favorite thing. Oh, hey. Oh, this is the one that I'd already been at. This has looped back around. Excellent. Really, what do I think? I am enjoying it. I can kind of see why I ended up sort of stopping when I was playing on my own. Not because the game is bad, but just because I sort of just stopped games. There's like I don't know, there's just something I want out of games when I'm playing on my own, and a lot of times platformers don't quite do it. And this one is like sort of falling into that. But it's not in a way that's like, oh, the game's not good or not worth playing. It's just like, I enjoy it so much more on stream, like with people to talk to and about. Like, dying a whole lot just really makes me want to have people to commiserate with, honestly. That's a big part of it. And so the one complaint I really have is the platforming is a bit clumsy and sort of less than ideal a lot of times. I kind of would have rather them not focused on it. I knew there was a secret back here. But I can't... Oh, you assholes. There's a secret, and you are rude enough to leave me unable to get it. Because I can't jump that high. Unbelievable. This is the stuff I can pay to heal, right? I don't need to do that. But it's fun. The combat's good. I'm feeling a lot better now that I feel like I'm on the right track. Because I think I had stumbled my way into areas that were intended for later on, which was making it harder than it needed to be, which was going to lead me to be upsetty spaghetti. But now I feel like I am very much on the right track. The enemies are sort of the right difficulty level. The difficulty curve is smoothed dramatically now that I'm in the right place, which helps a lot, actually. A smooth difficulty curve goes a tremendous way to keep people engaged with your game in general. I don't know which way I actually want to go. I guess it doesn't matter too much. We'll just go this way. Oh, acid. That's one of the things that I was kind of most impressed with Helldivers 2. I know I haven't streamed Helldivers 2. I've been playing it with friends off stream. But they did such a tremendous job with the difficulty curve. Because when you first start that game, it seems insurmountable. Like, you might be on one of the lower difficulties and you're doing all right, but then, like, very quickly you unlock the higher difficulties each time you succeeded at your current difficulty, and stuff goes crazy. Like, things go off the rails pretty quickly. And it's very sort of intimidating. Like, you feel like there's no way that we could ever manage to you know, clear this out. But they do such a good job in sort of giving the unlocks of, like, the new things you're getting. They come to you in such a sort of smooth way that they're giving you sort of they're really giving you the right solutions to the problems they're giving you, but they don't necessarily sort of reveal themselves to be that immediately. You're like, oh, that seems like the right tool. And if you're using that tool sort of broadly, it's like, okay, it's a little bit better, and you feel like you've only gotten a marginal upgrade. But it's like, boy, does it solve the problem you had, which, like, kind of leverages you up into sort of clearing that difficulty. And then you get a little better, and you get a few new tools, and then suddenly you're creaming that difficulty. And, you know, a few weeks in, before you realize it, you're like at the highest difficulty playing with your friends, and you're like, God, like 2 weeks ago, we thought this was going to be impossible. And suddenly you're like, no, we totally have this, crushing it, got it in the bag. It's a really good difficulty curve. And it's really made me appreciate the challenges of smoothing a difficulty curve and, like, the satisfaction that comes from a good, properly constructed difficulty curve. It is like Hollow Knight, but the platforming isn't as tight. You are exactly correct.
This lowly
Are
servant
you
greets you,
San?
O penitent one. Welcome to the ossuary of all those who will be eternally remembered. My duty is none other than to provide shelter to each and every one of these skeletal remains that linger under these intangible veils of dust. It matters little how many years or centuries have passed. The bones speak to us through their creaking and grinding, and through their silence. But these remains need one another in order to reveal the truth they still guard within.
Yeah, so, well, he's not done talking. Once he's done talking, I'll compare to Hollow Knight.
They achieve eternal rest. For this, they beg that you help them. Bring them before me, and in this way, we will uncover the truth that they have silenced.
Yeah, so it does bear a pretty meaningful comparison to Hollow Knight. I mean, they're broadly a similar genre.
The bones thank you for your help.
The big difference I feel between the combats is this one feels leaning a little more Souls style combat, and it's a little bit slower, more methodical. The back and forth between attacks and parrying, like, feels very quite good, but just, like, really impactful. You're like, hit, parry, hit, parry. And, like, whereas Hollow Knight felt a lot more frenetic. Like, get your ass out of the way, get your ass out of the way, get your ass out of the way. You know, take advantage of the opening. Okay, get your ass out of the way, get your ass out of the way, get your ass out of the way. Okay, then take advantage of the opening. And so, like, they're broadly very similar. Their combats in their flow feel quite different. But yes, very, very much in the similar vein.
Bring the bones before me.
But the platforming is not as front and center as of a meaningful component as Hollow Knight. Like, Hollow Knight's platforming shined. I mean, obviously because the Path of Pain exists and could exist and be satisfying. This game, if a Path of Pain exists, I will ignore it because, oh my god. Sounds like a true nightmare. But to this point, they haven't gone too crazy with it. And actually, I now realize the reason that I feel like desperate for an air dodge is likely because of Hollow Knights and the fact that it had an air dash.
Two faces greet you, penitent one.
Hello?
My name is Nacimiento.
Hi, Nacimiento.
Look at my chest, upon which an ancient visage grows older and older.
Uh-huh.
A face that does not speak, that does not think, while mine becomes younger, such that I now look like a child.
That is a curious circumstance. I also can't help but notice that your feet appear to be nailed into a board. I mean, it kind of looks like a skateboard, but it doesn't have wheels, so...
Such a terrible sentence is this, that I do not understand its purpose. No matter how much I reflect on the sin that I may have committed to deserve it. The grace of the miracle is present even in those who are punished. Perhaps I might reduce the magnitude of this sentence by helping you.
All right, I'll take that. Yeah, help
Bring
me.
the Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Which is capable of flourishing under our feet in any place at the whim of the Grievous One. And I will mix it with the bile from your flasks, thereby enhancing its gift.
Better healing. Cannot be improved. I need Quicksilver.
Bring me the Quicksilver, which is capable...
Yes, you've said that. I will do my best. You should probably stop prodding the weird face on your chest. Might not bother you as much if you stop messing with it. Okay, so there's a path here. There's a path over here. Looks like there's a path up here. Back down here. Room continues. Alright, but I actually think I might leave that for next time. It's been a bit of a it's not a super short stream. We did hit the 3-hour mark. But I think I might call it here for today. My head is starting to give me a headache, and I do not wish it to grow worse before it grows better. Oh, yeah. Beethoven, you're totally right. Like, there's no wonder that a lot of wild stuff was claimed to be, like, cursed or witchcraft or signs from God or the devil. They just did not have explanations for a lot of things. Okay. Exit to main menu. All right. I know it's a little short, but I don't want to continue having a headache. I'm going to go fix that. We still hit 3 hours. That's usually my goal. I always want to hit 3 hours at least. Man, I wish... These are the sorts of days that I really wish I could actually raid into other YouTube streamers. But alas, you have to have 1,000 subscribers before they let you do that. Those bastards. Tell them I hate them. But regardless, thanks all for coming. Thanks for hanging out. This game is fun, even though it's got a wacky-ass setting with some weird-ass stuff happening. But we shall continue to explore that weird-ass stuff come Thursday as we continue our adventures in penitence with Blasphemous. Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I hope everybody has a good midweek, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye.
Initiating goodnight sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage of compound 347. Initiating phase 1 of memory calibration. This won't hurt a bit. Just close your eyes.